Okay, we are going to do another activity, well, another explanation about gustar. Remember in English you say, I like the class. So you have your subject, I, the verb that always agrees with the subject, like I like, he likes, and then the complement, whatever it is that you like. You need to understand that in Spanish it's different. What is your subject becomes our indirect object pronoun. Verb stays the same, but what was your complement, what you like, becomes our subject. Because in Spanish we don't say I like the class, we say the class is pleasant or is pleasant to me. Okay, to me, for me, indirect object. Okay, let's break it up. So your subject, you will say I like, you like, he, she, Anna, Pepito, we, they, the boys. That will be your subject. In Spanish, you had to change it into the indirect object. So what is the indirect object for I? Me, te, le, nos, les. That means all sentences with gustar, for the most part, will start with an indirect object pronoun. We don't have subject pronouns for gustar. Okay? Um, so this is the most important thing. Never yo, tú, él, nosotros, ellos in a gustar sentence. Why? These are called subject pronouns. Remember, your subject, I, becomes our indirect object. And what was your object, like I like pizza, will become our subject. So there is never a subject pronoun in a gustar sentence. Okay? This is very important. You cannot say yo me gusta, él le gusta. No. Me gusta, le gusta. Then what happens with the verb? Like in English. Okay, in English it only changes for he. I like, you like, he likes. Okay? The verb has to agree with the subject. The same in Spanish. But remember, in Spanish now, what you like becomes our subject. So you say, I like the class. In Spanish, you're saying the class is pleasant to me. So the subject has to agree with what you like. That means there is only two forms of gustar. Either you like one thing, la clase, gusta, or you like several things, las clases, they, gustan. Okay? So there is no gusto, gustas, gustamos. No, just gusta and gustan. So like we say, gusta, you use it when what you like is one thing. Okay? Me gusta la pizza, la chica, Pepe, el pan. Very important. What you like is a verb or many verbs, doesn't matter, 1 or 100. You only use gusta. So when you say I like to swim, me gusta nadar. If you want to say I like to swim, to eat and to sleep and to swim, 3 verbs. Doesn't matter if after gustar there are verbs, you have to put gusta in singular. So me gusta comer y dormir. I like to eat and to sleep. When do you use gustan? Only when what you like is a plural. It's more than one thing. So me gustan las chicas, because we are saying in Spanish the girls are pleasant to me. So the girls is the subject, gustan. Pepe y Ana, they. Los tacos. Okay? So remember, gusta for one thing, that's simple. Gustan for more than one thing. And verb or verbs, doesn't matter it is one verb or 1,000, gusta. And remember, no gusto, no gustas, no gustamos. So how do you make the sentence? Okay. In English, you think, okay, who likes something? I, you, he. And then you convert that into indirect object. If it's I, me, you, te, le, nos, and les. So that's the first thing you put in our sentence instead of I like me. Then you put either gusta or gustan, depending on what you like. So look, here la clase, one thing, gusta. Las clases, several things, gustan. Okay? Gustan had nothing to do with the indirect object. So you can say they like the class. They, let's see, they is less in indirect object. Les gusta la clase. Okay? Gustan has to agree with what you like. Okay? It depends on what you like, not in the indirect object. So, some examples. In English, you say, you like the singer. What is the indirect object for you? Te. Gustar, and then what you like? The singer, one thing. Te gusta el cantante. If instead you wanted to say you like the singers, los cantantes, the only thing you change is you put here gustan. In English, you say the boy likes to sing. In Spanish, the boy, that's he. What is the indirect object? Le. Le gusta cantar. If he liked to sing and dance, they are verbs. The same, gusta. Le gusta cantar y bailar. The boy likes singers. Los cantantes. The only thing that changed is the verb, gustan. Okay? And in Spanish, you don't need to, but you can reinforce or stress who is receiving the action, the métele. You cannot say yo me gusta, but you can say a mí me gusta. A mí means to me, the same than me. Okay? So, for example, uh, a mí me gustan los sombreros. That means the hats are pleasant to me, to me. You don't need it because you already have the to me here. But only with indirect object pronouns we can reinforce them. Okay? A ti. We use it sometimes much more with le. Because if I say le gusta la pizza, I'm talking about Pepe o Pepita, or el chico o la chica. So then you can say a él, just to specify. A él le gusta, o a ella le gusta, o a Pepe le gusta. You don't need, this is extra, it says in your chuleta, you don't need this. If you want to say Pepe likes pizza, Pepe is a he, le gusta la pizza. The only way to start a gustar sentence is with the indirect object, métele. If you want to put something before the indirect object, like Pepe, he, they, you had to put that a Pepe, a ellos. Okay? But you don't need it. So better don't put anything if you are not sure and just start with les. Okay? You have Pepe and Juan like pizza. Pepe and Juan is they, indirect object, les gusta la pizza. Okay, and for this exam, I'm only going to ask you about gustar. Okay, no molestar, no, just encantar, just gusta.